Okay, this next assignment is kind of weird. Okay, I want it done a certain way. If you want to get good at solving story problems in this class, because everybody hates story problems, okay, you need to follow the technique that is being presented in the video, and it will make solving story problems a heck of a lot easier than what you're used to. Okay, what it says, and anytime we do story problems, you're going to split the paper in half. Don't do the 8 boxes. Go in half. So notes, examples. Okay, I want these done a certain way. I only assigned 3 of them because I just want you to focus and concentrate. Example 1. You have $600 in your bank account. You take money out of the account at a rate of $30 per month. Write an equation that represents how much money you have. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to make 3 boxes. One up here, one over here, and one over here. I will explain what to do in the boxes momentarily. Okay? I have 2 things in bold, dollars and months. I have them in bold so you can see them. So you put dollars, months. Now we're going to assign variables to each one of these. The variables we're always going to use are X and Y. Those are the 2 most common types of variables in algebra. Because on a graph you got the X going sideways, the Y going up and down. Okay? That's how that's going to go. Now, write this. The time unit, the unit that measures time, is always the X, okay? So money in months, months is the time, so that's X. Time is always X, always. And then the other unit's your Y. Now, after that's been done, you write per, P-E-R. Whatever the Y is, you put on top of the word per, whatever the X is, you put on the bottom. Now I want you to tell me what the dollars per month is. Well, how much is it? What's the dollars per month rate? It's a number. Well, it's right there, $30 per month. So you put 30X. Okay? You're putting an X because every month it goes 30. It's going down by 30 over and over and over. Okay? Now after that's done, here's what I want you to do outside the box. Make an XY table and put your 2 words. Months for X, money for Y. Okay? And since you know what this is, the 30, you put 0, 1, and 2. Okay? Just stop there. You can continue to go, but on this assignment, just put 0, 1, 2. Now, before the $30 per month, how much money did you have? You had $600, so you put 600. Then I'm taking money out of the account. Okay? I'm taking 30 out of the account. So after 1 month, I minus 30. Okay? Now I have 570. Then I minus 30 again, 540. And that goes on, but you stop at 0, 1, 2. Okay? Now, after that's done, you make a line going up like that. It's like a seesaw. What did you start at? You started at 600. Then I always want you to put a plus sign, okay? And it looks to me like we're going down by 30, so since we're going down by 30, that's going to be negative 30, and since it goes on forever, we put an X variable with 30, okay? 600 plus negative 30X, and then equals Y at the top. You always put equals Y at the top, okay? So that, where you started at, 600, the beginning number, and you're going down 30, that is why it's plus negative, okay? Then an X is attached because it's 30 times however many months, however many times we do this. We don't know how many times we do it, so I put the x there, 30 times x, just 30x equals y. Now write the equation. An equation has an equal sign. On one side you put 600 plus negative 30x. And then y is all by itself, and that's all you do. That's what I want to see. Okay? Okay, I'm going to go over to two more. That's supposed to say sorry. The water level of a swimming pool is 15 feet in the deep end. Due to water evaporation, that elevation will change at a rate of negative 0.25 feet per day. That tells you it's going down 0.25 feet. Write an equation that represents the water's height. I want to see the three boxes. Okay. So what two units do I have in bold? Feet and days. Which one of those is a time? Days is time, so it's always x. And then y is feet. There's a reason why, but for now you need to know that the time is x. Time's always x. Then per, feet on top, day on bottom. What's feet per day? Just put 0.25. Okay, just put 0.25. X, because per day means it goes every day. Okay, we don't know how many days you have, so times x, because x is a number of days. Okay, now make a table, XY table. X is days, so put days above x. Y is feet, put that above y, and then go 0, 1, 2. Now before this 0.25, how many feet did you start at? You started at 15 feet. So before we keep track of the days, we have 15 feet. Then it says it's negative, so again, we're going to minus 0.25. $14.75 minus 0.25, 14.5, and then you stop at the 2. Just put, and then that goes on forever, but just stop at the 2. Don't make a big long table. 0, 1, 2. Line. Now your beginning amount's 15. Plus, then what did you start doing? Well, we started subtracting 0.25, so it's plus negative 0.25x. Get the x there, because that goes on forever, okay? We don't know how long it goes. That table could go on forever. So x has to be there, equals y. Now write the equation and you're done. 15 plus negative 0.25x equals y. There's the equation, okay? Next problem. Once you get the hang of it, every problem's pretty much the same. A skydiver begins at an elevation of 600 feet. When he descend means he goes down. He travels through the air at a rate of 20 feet per second. He's a skydiver. He goes down. Write an equation that represents the skydiver's elevation. Okay. So, 3 boxes. If you want to get good at story problems, you will start to recognize the 3 boxes. So you have feet and seconds. Which one of those is a unit of time? Seconds would be time. Seconds is like seconds, minutes, hours, months, years. X is time, Y is feet. Then per. Remember the Y word, the X always goes on the bottom. Per second, feet per second. What's feet per second? 20. Please attach an x variable to the 20, because 20 feet per second means 20 times our seconds. That would be x. Then line. Or no, make your table first. X, Y. So x is seconds, y is feet. 0, 1, 2. That's your independent variable. That's what that's called, because seconds would be 0, then 1 second, 2 seconds, and it could go on, okay? But I just need the 0, 1, 2. So before the 20 feet per second, how many feet did I start at? I started at 600. Then he's diving, so we're subtracting. All these problems are going to be subtracting. We'll get into some adding ones later, but on this problem, they're all subtracting. So after 1 second, we minus 20. That's what 20 feet per second means. Down, 580. Minus 20, 560. And that goes on, obviously, till he would be at 0 feet, but don't put anything there. Okay, we started at 600. That's your initial amount. You always put equals y at the top. Plus, and he's going down by 20, so negative 20. Don't put 20, because if you put positive 20, that would mean he's going up 20 every second, but he's going down, so it's negative. So that's your equation. 600 plus negative 20x equals y.